Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, World of Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about haters in World of Tanks Blitz and my channel. Now, I'm just nearing the 40,000 mark of subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough for the amount of support you have given this channel. I never expected to even come to 10,000 subscribers in such a manly time. I was just doing it for fun, and that's what I always tell people is they're like, why don't you just make these clickbait videos where, you know, they're 7 versus 7 videos or something else like that? And one thing I always reply is that I just want to make informational videos. Of course, I'll make my every now and then, like yesterday's AT15 video, just for fun so you guys can try it out. But I'm never going to make a video that doesn't help the user have a fun experience in Blitz or something that's not informational, because I always like to teach people how to become better at the game, because it's always nice to have better and better players and people that understand the mechanics of Blitz. And that's why I'm really trying to do tutorial videos for Blitz. That's something I've been dying to do, because that way a lot of people that don't necessarily watch my channel can still at least watch the World of Tanks Blitz official channel and learn how to get better. But I had a very, very funny hater in today's game that I'm going to be showing you. I didn't expect it to happen. In fact, I never really expect somebody to try and troll me, because I usually don't have a lot of haters. Now, of course, there's the D-Steves guy that a lot of you know, but they normally just troll everybody they get, so I've only played against him once and had him troll me once, but that was just more because I think I was in his game, so he's like, yeah, well, we troll everybody in the first place, so why not troll Droodles in this battle? But this game, I don't really know if the guy specifically targeted me, but he definitely, well, he did, because of course he tried trolling me, and I'll pull up the replay now. But pretty much some backstory is there's no backstory whatsoever. I was platooning with my friend Anath here, and he's one of the best players I can say. We were going 100% for 13 games, and the funny part is we didn't even lose. Actually, that's not the right game. Wait. Big Brain Droodles here showing the wrong replay. It was this game on Faust. There we go. So the STV1 IR, I don't know how to pronounce it, and I'm not going to give him as much attention as he wants. I'm just showing it because it was quite funny. But the STB1 to the side of me, well, I didn't really realize he was trolling me until about, I would say, a minute or two in. I thought he just wanted to push me out of the bush, because if many of you know, on Faust, I have one famous spot. Well, it's not famous, but one spot I always like to push to. In fact, if you see me on the enemy team, you can pretty much take a blind shot, and I would say 9 times out of 10, I'll be sitting in that bush, but don't expect to hit me, because sometimes I'll be trying to, you know, play correctly. Half the time, I will be just sitting right there, as you're going to see, though. And when I was sitting there, the STB came up behind me, and I was like, okay, I guess the STB just wants the spot. So I tried to give him some room, pushed off to the side, you'll notice that. So here comes the STB, so I was like, okay, he's just trying to work the spot, I'll give him some room. And then it just kind of worked out to be kind of weird. So you can see the STB was pushing me, so I was like, alright, I will just, I guess I'll do this. So I gave him a little bit of room, and then he continued pushing me. So then I immediately realized, okay, so I guess this is how today's fun battle was going to be. And the thing I find weird is, well, it's not weird, but I definitely don't have the biggest crew of haters. And I guess the biggest reason why that is you'll always notice I never try and make anything that is too opinionated in Blitz. Of course, I personally don't like missiles, but I'm never going to rant about a specific player that is on another team or something like that with missiles. I did it once, and I wasn't proud of it, so I don't like to do it anymore. And I've learned that, you know, just being harsh to people isn't the way to control my channel, so I don't really get that angry anymore. Of course, every then I'll have my hissy fit where I'll be really mad that I'll lose 20 games in a row, but then I'll be over and I'll stop playing Blitz for that day. So I really don't try and get many haters, and if I do ever lash out in battle, it's usually because I've just had a very, very long losing streak. But the funniest thing was this guy was trying so hard to troll me, and yet he's failing so bad. He's just sitting here trying to annoy me. And of course, don't you love that gun depression of the WZ? And he was trying to gun block me, but we were just able to sneak that shell in there before he was able to. So we're already sitting at 1500 damage here, while this guy is failing so bad trying to annoy me. Now I wanted to shoot an HE into that Sheridan, and there you go, nice HE for 523. And now this STB is just not doing anything. I really thought, and I was talking to my platoon mate, I was like, this is the funniest game I've ever seen, because we're smoking the enemy team. Like, we are easily getting nice shots. As you can see now, we're 2500 damage pulls out, and this STB now is just saving me. He literally took the shell for me. I was just like, oh my god, this guy is failing so bad. And the funnier part is that we already have a teammate that's done 0 damage on our team and dead, and the STB is as well pretty much done 0 damage. I think he finished the game off with like 30 damage, so we had 2 zeros on our team, and yet we were still able to come out with a victory. So it was one of the funniest things. I was able to keep my winning streak so far, and in fact we still haven't lost. We're gonna continue it after recording this video, but it's really just kind of funny how bad this guy failed, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a video on it. So if you're gonna troll me out there, please don't. First of all, please don't. I don't want my games to be ruined. But if you're gonna troll me, do a better job than this guy. But yes, please do not target, because not very fun. Man, this E100 was a pain to shoot. I thought I might be able to penetrate his viewfinder hatch, but it really didn't want to go through. So now this STB, I was like, okay, well, if he's gonna do that, I'm just gonna spin him around and do the old no you. I will give him credit. He managed to block that one. I don't know if he intentionally blocked that shell, but I'll give him credit. He did block one of my shells, and I was really hoping that the ST1 was going to high roll him just so I could get him taken out. But as you can see, I'm already at 2,900 damage this game, which is quite impressive judging on what this guy was trying to do. And again, I'm just pushing him backwards, and I managed to kill the troller. So one of the funnier games I managed to pull out here. 3,300 damage in this game, and honestly, it made me feel quite happy that not only did he fail a tremendous amount of trying to troll me. No clue, by the way. Oh, actually, I do know where that shell went. I was kind of wondering where that shell went when I was aiming at him, but I guess it just went straight into his gun. But it was quite a funny battle, as you can see. This shot, we're not going to talk about that one. But as you can see, sometimes trollers even fail in Blitz, which I kind of find funny because you got one job. It is literally to block the other person, and that guy failed so bad at it. I don't know why he didn't drive in front of me. He just kind of sat behind me, which doesn't really do anything, as you know. But, well, that game I managed to do 3,300 damage, which, of course, is a very respectable amount, and he sat all the way down at the bottom at 30 damage. And you'll notice I didn't even bother to downvote him because there's really no point to downvote people, I've noticed. Honestly, he did a decent job. One thing I always say about terrible players in Blitz is that the worst players are the players that sit at the back of the map and do zero. If you rush in and you completely die at the beginning, at least I always say that you've distracted the enemy and you've used your hit points. When people die and they've done 0 damage at the end of the game, that is when I'm really disappointed. I'm like, yeah, you survived and you might have done 800 damage, but you would have been way more effective as a heavy tank if you would have just died and done 0 at the front, distracting the enemy like you're supposed to as a heavy, than you would have at the back. So that STB actually managed to finish ahead of somebody on the game there. So nice job to the STB. I don't even know who he is. No clan. And honestly, I've got no clue if he specifically hates me or he just said, I'm going to annoy this guy. But, well, it was quite a funny game. So, yeah. That was just something I wanted to share with you guys, but hopefully most of you do not hate me out there. If you do, let me know in the comments down below what I did, if I, did discuss anything wrong. There is one way, I will say, to get me very, very triggered, which isn't really going to be possible, because in 2 days the update will be coming out. But one thing that I personally don't like too much is, as many of you know, when you accumulate a mass, especially in Blitz. I have 40,000 subscribers, and the NA server has about 25,000 people on monthly, or weekly, should I say. Now, when you think about it, I've got more subscribers on my channel than I do the North American server, and I'd say about 60% of my channel is NA, so pretty much about 80% of NA is at least watching my channel, I would say, which, I'm not trying to be anything mean or anything, but the thing is that a lot of people know who I am, and I would say about 20% of those people sometimes like to target me, and when you're in a missile tank, you don't even have to expose your tank to shoot at me, and that's where I get annoyed, is because people will just shoot me with a missile, even if it doesn't penetrate, and they have pretty much hindered my entire game while I can't shoot them back. So that is one way that I will get annoyed, and that's one thing that does get the better end of me sometimes, is when people will shoot non-stop missiles at me and I can't do anything. I will just, it's not a pretty sight. But usually that doesn't happen much because I don't really play tier 10 as much, and in 2 days missiles will be gone, which is a happy day for me. So hopefully everybody enjoyed today's funny video. I just wanted to come up with some little funny topic that would give you guys a couple of little chuckles so you can see how bad this guy failed at trying to troll me. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Of course, if you enjoyed today's video and you're not subscribed already and you don't hate me, well, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, as it helps out the channel a crazy, crazy amount. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, to be seeing you around in the next one. Hopefully.